Yo, hello ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, good morning, good night, whatever time you're watching this. We're back on the weekly markup, but actually before the weekly markup I didn't mark up GJ or USDCAD because I'm obviously in a current trade, and when structure holds, we hold, right? My main TP still has not been hit. This is the reason for the trade right here. I took this trade on the $40 challenge account, and I secured early. I secured first on at 19 pips, and then price went up for 30 pips. And now the full target might still be hit because obviously all of the liquidity has been clearing over here, and then we have this huge impulsive move as well that might still be cleared. But price literally might continue to stop loss at entry, and then we might actually do the full, goes another entry, and then it might do the full push back to the upside. And then GJ, we're currently still in the shorts from last week. As you can see, we're still holding. Price came really close to stopping us out, but we're still holding the same bias, and the main TP would be 195. We're still floating a good 95 pips, right? So now we could get into the markup. First and foremost, USDCAD, you can pause it and read it. Now let's get into USDCAD. Obviously I'm at work, so I'm doing double the work, my 9 to 5 work and then my personal work, right? I get to do this. Price failed to break above 145 or 147. 145 is more a universal supply and demand zone. We have a monthly bearish engulfing candle below 139, and then now it looks like what we mentioned last week, which is a lower high. Let's go into the weekly. You see on the weekly, perfect retest into 139, looking like it's going to continue to melt. If we look on the daily, you already have the bearish engulfing candle and a lower high, right? Break of structure. So now the next thing would be if price can break below this area of supply and demand, this previous area of demand, turn it into supply. And this would be our first target, which is 135. The next possible target, which is 135, is this one right here. Previous area of double bottom, as you can see. In the 4 hour, similar thing. We would literally just have to wait for this break below, lower high, and continuation. Or, I mean, price, I doubt it happens, but price can still buy back up all the way to 139 from here, right? So we definitely do have to wait for this break. Next, USDJPY, you can pause it and read it. USDJPY, this is ranging on the smaller time frames. On the monthly, you can see we're bearish. Price failed to break above 160, and then we're finding support above 140, as you can see. But prices failed to keep on breaking highs up to the test of 140. So you can see we tested the first push at 140. It was strong, pushed us all the way to 160. And the second push wasn't that strong. It pushed us below 160. And then the third test, it was even weaker than that, right? So what this is, at least it's telling me, is that every push, we're gonna continue to get lower highs until we break below it. Maybe all the way to 125, possibly. Now let's go into the weekly. To the weekly, you can see we tested the previous area of supply and we respected it, which is below 151. You can see 151. Previous area of supply tested beautifully. You can see this better on the daily, and then on the daily you could already see the daily consolidation, or the daily range, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing. I would really, for buys, I would want to wait for buys above here, and then for sales, I would want to wait for sales below here, obviously because of the range. On the 4 hour, you can see it a little bit better. You can see we have strong supply, demand respected here, and then we have strong demand, supply respected here. So we would just have to wait for price to break below this and give us the lower highs below the turn into supply again, or break above here and give us new demand. But for now, you currently want to stay away from this, because obviously you could trade it from zone to zone, but it's so choppy, it's so rangy, right? You want to wait for a clean market, you want to wait for a clean price action. So UJ is definitely a wait. And then last but not least, GBPUSD. You can pause it and read it. Let's go into GU. Let me take a sip of my coffee real quick. We still got some work to do, but I like to do my personal work first. GBPUSD on the monthly. The monthly, you can see price failed to break below 121, which is a previous strong area of demand. And then we're back above 134, which was a previous strong area of supply, as you can see. Now let's hop into the weekly. On the weekly, we already have a weekly double bottom. I did mention a weekly double. Wait, price failed to break highs above 151, respect to the supply and possible shorts. Wait, no, it was a. No, wait, this is wrong. This is where. Here it is. Weekly double bottom. I knew I had run a weekly double bottom. I was like, wait, that's USDJPY. So here we have the weekly double bottom above 131,600, and then we have a weekly bullish engulfing candle above 134 here, and then we have another one here. And this looks like it's already gonna be a higher low. So we hop into the daily. You could definitely see prices on its way to 137,500, right? Daily double bottom above 134. Daily bullish engulfing candle, and we have a daily higher low here. So we could even have a re-entry if price can break above this previous area of supply. We're on the 4-hour now. If price can break above here, give us a higher low, I could definitely see a possible entry right here, something like this. So actually GU and USDCAD are looking good. UJ, we're currently having to wait, and then while I'm still in the trade on USDCAD and GBPJPY, but UCAD and GU and GBPUSD, they're setting up. Let me set an alert above here just in case price breaks it today. Right, today's Sunday. Market hasn't even opened yet, but we're ready. Peace and love to anybody watching this. I command you health, wealth, knowledge, wisdom for you and your entire family. Peace and love. Back to work.